to the 76ers. They've shown no fear this season. Now on the road against one of their toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Coming right up. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Hi folks, this is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at the 76ers. In second now, but wanting to claim that top seed.
Checking out Philadelphia, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Eric Gordon. Then there's PJ Tucker, and it's Embiid in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And George, a volume three-point shooter, he possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
Down low. Shoots a fadeaway. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist by Caruso.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Thunder head coach had a few moments to share with me. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Holmgren. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Williams misses. Here's Gordon. Outside Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The length of SGA is huge there. At 6'6", he can be pretty disruptive to your offense.
Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Embiid is screen on Dort. 6 on the shot clock. George, no good. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And coming off a major injury. Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like B.A. he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander coming in off a 14-point game last time out. And he makes it on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
It's time for the dance game. If you see yourself on the big screen and you know what to do, choose your move.
And here are some of the best scorers in the league so far. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Here's Maxey. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Knocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Over Maxey. Knocks down the step back Jay. Give him 8. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Back to Tucker. Embiid inside. He's covered by Holmgren. And here's Gordon from the arc. Hits the 3-pointer.
You can just tell how steady Eric Gordon is and confident in his ability.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Tucker. Clock at 6. Williams. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision making.
Outside Maxey. Here's Embiid. Williams grabs the board.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And here's Caruso outside. And he buries his first look.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Gordon outside. Pass to Embiid. It's George on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, thanks. The Thunder last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein. With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there.
Man, this guy is one of the most athletic guards in the league. SGA off the charts.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Philadelphia trails by 7. And here is Maxey. 15 in his last outing. Now here's Embiid. Looking to end the run. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Embiid's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Ali. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And this one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Dort. Joe comes in for Caruso, and it's Wallace in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for Tucker. Oubre, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Gordon. Lowry right side. Maxey passes to Drummond. A minute 9 left in the first quarter of the game. Maxey with it. Hartenstein covering. They get it back. It's Martin on the wing. Beyond the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Oh, man, just taking a smooth shot. Martin could have put butter on that one.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Joe with the ball. Holmgren with a screen on Lowry. Inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Oubre. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter here. Takes one from 10 feet. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Oubre has the height right there to get it done and uses it well as he's able to score inside.
Now Hartenstein. Here's Joe. He's guarded by Lowry. Screen by Holmgren. To the inside. It's good. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Now Maxey. Drummond with the screen. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's McCain in at the 2. Back to Joe. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Oubre. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Council, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And that one misses.
Kelly Oubre is a multi-talented forward. Plays with a lot of confidence. Keep this kind of consistency. He's going to do some damage in this league.
Here's Council. Williams defending. Embiid, a screen on Williams. Here's Council. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Caruso, he's checked in for Wallace. Both shots good from the strike. So it's Oklahoma City now. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Hartenstein passes to Joe. Caruso up top. Williams, a screen on Oubre. Shot clock at 5. Caruso misses.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Pass to Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Oubre passes to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. Here's Joe. No points so far. on a screen. Three-pointer. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
This is Joe's role. He's out there to space the floor with his outside skill.
Lowry outside. Pass to Oubre. Embiid, a screen on Caruso. Caruso against Oubre. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Hartenstein with a screen on Lowry to the paint. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Embiid throws it down.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And that was not an easy win. They weren't at their best, but they put it all together at the right time.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Tucker's checked in for Martin. George comes in for Council. Gordon, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry. Caruso against George. And here is Williams. He played a great game against Boston.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Outside, Williams. Outside Joe. Caruso, pass to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Outside Tucker. They get it back. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Williams misses. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed going downhill.
Gilgeous-Alexander, screen on Gordon to the middle. SGA explodes to the rim.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dortch checked in. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. A minute 29 left in the second quarter. Up top, George. Dort defending. Shoots. Philadelphia with another miss. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
George scanning the floor. There's 48 seconds left in the second period. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. Wallace, he's checked in for Caruso.
Number 22, Cason Wallace.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. 6 to shoot. Here's George. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Kept alive. And finally they hit one. George has got 5 points.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
George against Dort. From deep. Doesn't go that time. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. More 2K action in just a moment.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. In the West, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the big man from Serbia. He's one of those players that can win at any time.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot, I'm telling you, but he ends up doing it, and he gets a lot of triple-doubles, Shaq.
One thing that's kept him close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active, and they're playing with intensity.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
In it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Hartenstein with a screen on Gordon. Now here's Joe. From deep three-point land. And Tucker pulls it down.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Back to Maxey. Embiid inside, covered by Joe. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shakes him. Rebound by Philadelphia. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Embiid finds Gordon. From for three. Maxey drops in the three. Maxey's got 8 points.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. Second, Philadelphia.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Outside, Williams. Shoots from 12. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
Yeah, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Now here's Joe. Defense right on him. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Dort for 3. The shot comes out. Ooh, nice D from George.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Outside Tucker. Embiid with it. For 3, Maxey. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Well, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Ready, everyone? You see yourself on screen? Show us your best moves. Let's go.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oklahoma City, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long.
Looking at Oklahoma City, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Williams' shot is good.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Screen by Embiid. For 3, George. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Gordon outside. Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Hartenstein with a screen on Gordon. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Maxey covering. Left block shot on the way. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside Oubre. Lowry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon outside. Pass to Embiid. 4 on the clock. Gets the trifecta. Tucker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Lowry. The Thunder with another miss.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Gordon against Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Jumps up. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
To the wing, right side. Tucker against Williams. And here's Oubre from the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Defensive foul.
He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive. And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Outside Oubre. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Aaron Wiggins. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw, no good.
I think a lot of teams around the league are looking for this kind of player and this kind of versatility that Kelly Oubre shows off. And right now his teammates are feeding off that toughness.
Martin, he's checked in for Jackson. He hits the second from the line. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Lowry against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Martin outside. Martin outside. Back to Martin. 5 on the clock.
Heady play by Martin, getting to the line. Very cerebral player.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. first one at the line is good.
Even though he's undrafted, Martin has found a scoring role at this level, and he has the length to defend multiple positions. What a find.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. And he makes both free throws.
Caleb Martin is a classic high-effort player, using that athleticism to blast through defenses, taking that first step with no hesitation.
Pass to Joe. Hartenstein with a screen on Oubre. Here's Joe. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Martin, the pass to Embiid. Yep, that one goes. Embiid's got 18.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Philadelphia leading by 7. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Caleb Martin out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's McCain in at the 2 guard. Embiid against Hartenstein. Out to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 5 assists in the game. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Williams on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Just keep seeing more and more evidence about Jalen Williams being the total package, a swingman who scores it, rebounds, passes, and can defend.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. No good on the second free throw. Philadelphia leading by 9. Here's McCain. Three-pointer, no good. Outside, Williams. Pass to Wiggins. Williams, a screen on Embiid. The drive by Wiggins. Got a hand on it.
Well, that's successful physicality on Oubre's part. Not afraid to get right up in the shooter's business.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Martin outside. Pass to McCain. Back to Martin. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williams.
Oh, man. He had the runway, and he let it rip.
Nice. And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lowry with it to the right side. Now Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Williams. The kick out to Wiggins. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Oubre passes to Martin. Embiid against Hartenstein. For 3, Lowry. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 6 assists in the game.
That's where you want Lowry shooting that triple. He's most effective from the corner.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Here comes your Thunder Girl.
For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren. He's checked in for Hartenstein. Lou Dort comes in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Wallace. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Lowry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
His skill set is so valuable on the offensive end. The coach can put him anywhere, and Lowry's going to find a way to impact the play. That time, catch and shoot.
With the step back, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot's good.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Wallace. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the growth that Shai has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Gordon, the pass to George. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Gordon. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Kicks it to George. Three-pointer Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Williams. And the layup is good. Now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Williams against Tucker. Screen by Embiid. Right side Tucker. Over Williams. Tucker, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Holmgren with a screen on Gordon. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. The rebound by Maxey. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Williams. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. And Maxey, here we go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
Doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. A minute 37 left in the game. Gordon against Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 39.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
Outside Tucker. George against Dort. Embiid, a screen on Dort. To the paint. That's good from Embiid on the assist by George. And the 76ers lead by 6. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Caruso outside. There's the 3. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Embiid drawing the double team from outside the arc. Nails it from 3.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 6. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That kind of playing unselfishly.
Early into his night. But honestly, I don't know that they can come back no matter who's on the court. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Here's the three. Doesn't go for him. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.